Hello, my name is Ty Mason Whitmore, and I will be talking to you about media and its portrayal of African Americans and an effect it has in our everyday lives. Television is a very powerful tool in American society. It inspires, it captivates all around the world, it introduces us to many different cultures and racial diversities, and many believe what they see on TV to be true. Malcolm X once said, "This is the press, an irresponsible press. It will make the criminal look like he's the victim and make the victim look like he's the criminal. If you aren't careful, the newspaper will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing." And today that is very true. We see so many times in the media that the black man that was shot was a criminal, he was a drug dealer, and the cop who was the person that the criminal is looking like, oh, he was just doing his job, he was scared for his life. And when we see things like that, we sometimes have to ask ourselves, why why is the victim being labeled as a criminal? One reason that happened is the media has a huge impact on the masses. You and me, everyday people. The media outlets have expanded. It's not just what you see on TV. When you go on your phone, on your app, you see media everywhere you go. It's social media on your Twitter, your Instagram, um, and it's become more and more accessible throughout the years. Usually, you go on the internet when you're a little kid. You will see you go on the internet. You see like something while you're playing a game, but now when you're on your phone, you get pop-ups from things that's happening. You get newspaper alerts. Um, One thing that I researched was African Americans have a very limited role in the media. Only 6% of primetime roles are African American. And of those 6%, over 50% of those roles are of characters with their only degree they have is high school degree. So most of them are portrayed as gangbangers or single moms or ex-cons. These negative images you can see on the internet, video games, movies, and they all continue to mold the way society sees people of color. And kind of normalizes stereotypes that bring critical consequences towards groups interacting and cooperating. This leads to fear and mistrust towards blacks because of negative media representation. Studies show that media has the greatest impact on what viewers see in the real world. If you really think about why, when you interview the cop and the cop asks, "Well, why did you shoot him?" "Well, I was scared for my life." "Why are you scared?" "Well, because whenever I see them on TV, they're either a gangbanger, and the only successful black roles you do see, oh, you have to be an athlete, oh, you have to be a rapper or singer. You don't see many roles of African Americans who are just doctors. That's very limited. Media images and words have the greatest impact on perception of people with no real experience. People who have never interacted with a black person or black family in their community will be more willing to embrace what the media shows them. So it's many times in my day, people will come to me asking, "Oh, do you sell weed? Can I pick up for you?" Just because I'm a black male, media suggests that, oh, he must be a drug dealer. This happens to me at least once or twice a month. Racial stereotypes of African Americans make them invisible to the police, automatic a target, or a person of interest for any crime. It's been many times, I'll be walking down the street, I get stopped by the police. "Oh, did you hear about can I ask you your name? What are you doing here?" Just because I'm an African American male. And it's not just affecting non-blacks; it's affecting people as well. 48% of African Americans implemented their own racial bias against other blacks. This is what you call deconditioning, and the number of African Americans in media slowly increasing. It's important that culture is present and fully accounted for. It doesn't make sense that that there's only 12% of journalists in the media. And I just want to continue with saying that the media, we have to say, I think seeing is we have to say no to this cycle that the media has. Um, Media affects us in so many ways. Just for one example, just think about black protesters. It's always seen as they're always framed as wild looters out to ruin their own communities, while the injustice system allows violent police officers to hop, skip, and jump at any responsibility they have for killing a young boy like Tyree Rice in Chicago, who was only 13 years old, and the cop thought that, oh, he had a real gun when he was just playing with a toy gun. We live in that type of society now that little colored kids can't even play with things that are shaped like guns because the cops may shoot him because they think of him as, oh, he's a little gangbanger. He isn't just a little kid that's just trying to have fun. And we have to learn to end this cycle that we have. Um, it cycles very deep in our system, um, but we have to see that it's the same worn template that frames black people as thugs and things like that. And it's propaganda that serves only to reaffirm for many Americans what they think they know about black people, which is, once again, I would say we're thugs. The only thing we're good at is sports because only positive images you see of us are either we're a rapper, singer, or professional athlete. And that's really not what all we're about. We contribute so many different ways. And I just think that this is a thing that affects all of us, and we need to come together to find new ways for us to unite as people, and as we can see each other in what I like to say, the true light, and not the lens that the media tries to perpetrate as us. And I think I would also like to hear your comments about this. If you guys have any ideas, I just think it's a good, I think this is a good talk to have, just with your friends, your family, just to see how they feel about this, and if they have ever, felt this or ever interacted in any way with this. Thank you.